Thanks for joining us on Valley News Live, crossing into the 10 o'clock hour, and a very colorful display here of areas where the temperature's warmer than yesterday and colder than yesterday at this time. Still 20 degrees warmer or so out in Lakes Country from Wadena, Detroit Lakes north up into the Bemidji area. Fargo and Grand Forks also close to that. Just looking off to the west, though, we have a cool down that is about to take shape as we head through the overnight hours. So here's what we're watching. Slick conditions are going to return because as temperatures fall, wet roads in spots will become icy. Not everywhere, but you're going to have to watch out for that, even in areas that don't get a lot of fresh snow tonight. And our gusty winds are going to return as we go through the day tomorrow. More on that as well. And for areas that get snowed this evening and overnight, there's going to be some blowing and some drifting and horizontal flakes, reducing your visibility and, of course, creating some of that wintry travel conditions across the area. Currently out at Hector, 35 degrees. It's a degree warmer at Moorheads Airport. Wind not as gusty as it was for much of the day. It's from the west, northwest, 14 miles per hour. This is what it looks like in Baudette. Highway 72 there, and horizontal flakes are flying, so obviously that reduces visibility, and roads in portions of northwest Minnesota, including around Thief River Falls, Baudette, and also out towards the, well, let's say the Beltrami County area. We're getting some snow-covered roads, even though the radar looks pretty unimpressive in these areas. We talked about the fact that radar beam shoots up at an angle. The farther you get away from the Mayville radar site, that has a more difficult time seeing the actual snow that's falling. Here's the freezing line, and it's going to be sagging southward slowly as we go through the night, holding on to above freezing temperatures in Grand Forks and Fargo at this hour. Now, the forecast model shows more widespread snow than we're actually seeing on the radar, but we talked about one of the reasons that could be. Bottom line, best chance of snow overnight is going to be in northwest Minnesota, and it pretty quickly tapers off as we go towards morning. We still could have some snow showers, spotty in nature to start our day. Northwest winds will already be ushering lower 20s into the northern valley, and we start our day in the mid and upper 20s down south. And this is going to be the warmest part of the day when you step out of the door in the morning. But it'll be breezy and a little on the wind chilly side as well as slippery. So give yourself extra time to get to roads, to work and to school. Now, as we head toward the midday hour, temperatures continue to fall in all locations. Can't rule out a flying flurry here or there. Then as we head into your afternoon, it looks like falling temperatures continue with that northwest breeze finally tapering off a bit where you do see the green arrows, gusts over 30 miles per hour. But we spend the afternoon and evening in the teens, and we're on our way to single digits by the time we head to bed tomorrow. The light blue shades here, those are places that could see about an inch or so. Would not be surprised in the far east and far north to get a spot or two that gets a couple inches. So in Fargo, it looks like this, 28 to start. Then it just gets lower and lower and lower as we go through the day. No snow here. In fact, we might actually see a few breaks in the clouds as we go through the midday hours. Then tomorrow afternoon and evening, we'll be on our way to the teens to near 10 degrees by 10 o'clock. Gusty wind over 40 as we go into Thursday. Another system works its way through with snow first, then rain, then wind as well. Here's how that one fares out. As we go through the midday hours, a band makes its way through. This is a warm front. Locally moderate to maybe even briefly heavy snow works its way through. Look at morning temperatures in the single digits to around 20 degrees by midday. We're heading our way to some warmer weather in the afternoon, which will switch precipitation over to liquid. Boy, that'll be a slushy mess on roads, but it will warm up to about 40 degrees for many of us. Another trace to an inch down south, another couple inches possible in northern Minnesota. Let's hope the drifts don't look like this, huh, Tiffany? Oh, that's what Comstock had out there. Wind sculpted snowbanks. All right, falling temperatures tomorrow, rising temperatures Thursday, but falling snow and increasing wind. Falling temperatures on Friday and a cold start to the weekend where we start out well below zero in the morning, but it looks pretty nice Sunday and through your Valentine's Day. 21 seems pretty good. Now your chocolates won't melt, but it'll still be pretty good.
There are advantages. As long as the roads are okay, I'll get out to go on dates and stuff. That's a perk.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right, thanks. And thanks for viewers on NBC on KVLY joining us now watching the Olympics. We've been rolling here on CBS since the top of the hour. We talked about the cold weather. For folks looking to get outside and get some golf, well, outdoors are tough, but the winter weather keeping folks off the courses, of course. But there's now an indoor option in Moorhead. The Clubhouse in the corner of 8th Street and 30th Avenue has 5 indoor golf simulators you can rent. And all you need to bring is yourself and maybe a friend or two.
They don't have to have clubs. They don't have to bring their own clubs. We have clubs here. You can go online or you can call and schedule a tee time. One person can golf 8 or 9 holes in about an hour and 15 minutes.
Cost $45 an hour for non-members, and they recommend you request a tee time in advance.
After decades of ice fishing, a Minnesota man just got a once-in-a-lifetime catch. That story's next. Stick around.